So we gave a 14-day English challenge to a learner and the results were insane. Hi there, I am Anisha from Ingvarta, and if you are someone who wants to speak in English but still fumbling and freezing, then I have only one thing to say to you. It's time to get real. Yes, it's time to do something that actually works. Today, I have a practical 14-day blueprint planned for you that will help you to start thinking in English and speak English fluently. So, are you ready for this transformation? Let's start with day one. Reset your mindset and start listening like a pro. See, English is not just a subject, but it's a language. And you really need to stop treating it like a subject and start, studying it from a textbook. You need to treat it as a language. And with languages, we conversate. So start focusing on the conversation part. Now, here are two tasks that you have to do for day one. Task number one, pick out a English podcast. Any English podcast of your choice, a food podcast, a normal conversation podcast, anything you like. But it should be purely in English. Yes, there should be no English involved or no other regional language involved. It should be solely in English. Number two, listen to that podcast for the next 20 minutes with full focus. No distractions, no scrolling, no checking who the person is talking about, no nothing. With full focus. Also, if you want, for your ease, you can turn on the subtitles. But do it with full focus for the next 20 minutes. Now, here's a bonus tip. When you're listening to that podcast, list out 5 new words that you have heard. Write down their meanings used in the context. Don't go for their actual meanings, actual definitions. Just understand the meaning that was used in the context. This will make it easier for you to remember the word and use it correctly. Okay? Day 2. Speak what you hear. Now, for the second day, all you have to do is start repeating whatever you are hearing in English. It can be anything around you. If you are listening it in English, then repeat it in English. It can be a word, a dialogue. Repeat everything, the tones, the accents, the intonations, everything. Now, here's what you can do. Start watching a short video or a long video, whatever you like. It can be a movie scene, a series, a podcast, anything. Start mimicking the way they are saying. Just start mimicking their tone, their accents, and everything. Now, here's a pro tip that you can follow. While you're mimicking, what you can do is you can start recording yourself in the camera. Start recording whatever you're saying, whatever the dialogue is, and you will eventually hear it and cringe on it. But the more you cringe on it, the more you will get the motivation to fix it. Day 3, Daily Vocabulary Challenge. Now, for day 3, all you have to do is pick out 5 new words. And you just don't have to learn these words, but you also have to try and use them in your daily conversation. Here's a pattern that you can follow: word, meaning, sentence, and mood. Let's take an example. There's a word perplexed. The meaning of this word is confused or puzzled. A sentence: I was perplexed when she asked me that, have you ever seen a flying pig? See, the context or the mood of this conversation is very funny, very humorous. This is a way in which you can learn the word in your daily conversation. This is a way in which you can use them easily without actually remembering the meaning, but by just knowing the context of the word. What you have to do is use at least 3 words in your daily conversation. Try using them with different sentences. The sentences can be imaginary as well. You can also talk to yourself if you want. Moving on to day 4. Real reading, real learning. Now, for day 4, all you have to do is pick out a short article, a 500-word article. It can be a blog post, a book that you want to read, or any documentary, anything it is. It just should be very small. Once you are done with the reading, summarize it in your own words. Now, don't focus on the big words or the punctuations or the grammar. Just don't. Just write down what you understood by reading it and what you want to say, once you read it, once you understood what the article is about. Just do that. This is done to build your comprehension, your expression, and your confidence. Moving on to day 5. Present tense writing plus speaking. See, for day 5, all you have to do is you have to focus on present tense. Yes, for the entire day, you have to talk about present tense only. Here's what you have to do. Number 1, write 2 paragraphs on your daily routine. And number two, read it out loud. Present it in front of a camera or in front of anyone who you would like to do that. Here's a pro tip that you can follow. Present it in a way that you are telling your daily routine to someone who is not aware of you at all, who doesn't know anything about you. For example, I'll start with mine. I wake up at 6:30 in the morning. After that, I freshen up and then head to the kitchen and make some breakfast and lunch for my family. After having some breakfast, I straight away get to my work and start my day. See, wasn't that simple? In this similar way, you have to describe your daily routine in front of a camera or in front of a person that you want to do that. Okay? Do try it. Also, do tell me your daily routine in the comments below and I will reply on the best one. Next up is day 6, idioms, phrases, and conversation role plays. Now, for day 6, all you have to do is learn 5 idioms or phrases of your favorite TV show or series, whatever you like. Now, let's take a few examples. Number 1, hit the nail on the head. It means to describe something very accurately. Let's take a sentence. When you said I needed practice, you hit the nail on the head. Number 2, on cloud 9. It means to be extremely happy. Let's take a sentence. I was on cloud 9 when I heard that I passed my English exam. See, wasn't that easy? Now, this is a very unique way to learn different idioms and phrases and, remember them and use them in daily conversations. Here are a few shows that you can watch: Friends, The Office, Big Bang Theory, The Modern Family, and so on. Now, once you're done with these idioms and phrases, start using them in different role play scenarios. Create different role play scenarios with your friends, with your family, with your colleagues, and act out these words and use these phrases and idioms in the conversation that you're having. Moving on to day 7, pronunciation day. Now, for day 7, just practice pronunciation. Watch any clip that's in English and start pronouncing whatever they're saying. Be it a dialogue, be it a phrase, be it a simple word, just pronounce it the way they are saying it. You can also record yourself for the pronunciation thing and then, recheck it again to check whether the pronunciation you said and the actual one does it match or not. Moving on to day 8, past tense plus journal entry. Now, for day 8, you have to focus on the past tense. And for the past tense, you can start by writing a journal on how your day went or a memorable memory or something important that happened with you and you want to write it down. Now, once you are done with the journaling part, the next step is to record it. You can record it like a simple podcast. And here are a few things that you need to keep in mind. Number 1, grammar slips. Number 2, fillers. Number 3, pronunciations. Check them, correct them, and make your speech more smoother and more confident. Moving on to day 9, conversation practice with real people. Now, on the ninth day, you simply have to find someone who speaks better English than you. Yes, it can be anyone: a friend, a colleague, a random stranger at a cafe, a receptionist, anyone. Just find someone who speaks better English than you and talk to them for the next 10 minutes. You can have conversation about anything, any random conversation, talking about the weather, anything. Just talk in English for the next 10 minutes. And hey, if you've got no one, then you can download the Ingvarta app. On this app, you get to practice with real people, real live English experts. They help you with your English fluency and your confidence, and they don't judge you for the way you speak or for your pronunciations. They help you become more confident in your English speaking skills. Next up is day 10, future tense and predictions. Now, on this day, you just have to talk about the future. It can be about anything. It can be about the weather tomorrow, or what you'll eat tomorrow, or where you'll go after a month, or when is your next trip. It can be about anything. You just have to talk in the future tense. Record yourself like you are giving a motivational speech on I will become this, I will do this, I will go here, I will go there, and so on. Just make sure you are talking in the future tense. Moving on to day 11. Listen, pause, write. Now, for this day, you have to play a 5-minute podcast, any podcast that you like. After playing it, pick out your notebook and start writing. Do not pause it. Yes, that's the game. You don't have to pause it. Just write what you are hearing. Do not worry about the spelling, the comprehension, the meaning, whatever you're writing. Just write it down. Now, this does two things. Number one, it trains your brain to listen to English. And number two, it improves your sentence structure memory. Because whatever you're hearing, your brain is understanding it, your brain is then recalling it and then writing it. So, this improves your sentence structure memory. Okay? Moving on to day 12. Shadow a TED Talk. Now, for this, take any TED Talk of any favorite celebrity of yours or any one person that you admire the most. Just open their TED Talk. Also, it should be in English, not in your native language or in any other language. It should be in English. Start watching that podcast. Study that podcast like it's your understudy. Study it like you want to become like that person. And once you're done watching that podcast, start shadowing them. Start speaking in the way they speak. Pronounce the words, pronounce the accent, use the accent that they are using. In this way, you get a hold of English sentences, different accents, different tones in a way that people talk on a daily basis, people deliver to our audience. This is a great way to improve your confidence and your fluency as well. Moving on to day 13. Combine everything at once. Now, for this day, you have to write a 300 word short story. Now, this story can be on anything, but you have to include these things. Number one, all the three tenses. Number two, five new vocabulary words. Number three, three new idioms or phrases. And number four, natural conversation flow. Now, here are a few topics that you can make the story on. Your favorite memory, places you want to visit, or how was your last 12 days with this 14-day English challenge. Okay? Now, once you are done with that story, recite it in front of a camera, record yourself, and then listen to it. Then you will understand where you went wrong, where your grammar was wrong, and where you need improvement. Last but not the least, day 14. Real life simulation plus review. Now, this is the last day, this is the final step. And on this stage, you have to practice in real life situations. Yes, whatever you have learned in the past 13 days, it's time to practice them out. And for that, you can start small. You can have a conversation with a random stranger at a cafe about anything, or you can ask out for help at a store. And if it's possible, try to record the conversation that you're having with that person. And if you're not having anyone around, then simply do the role play with yourself in front of a camera and record it, because it helps in better review. Now, as for the reviewing part, review your recording from day 2 to day 14. You will see a drastic change. You will see what improvement you have made, what things need to be improved, and where you need to work upon. This reviewing will help you get an overall view of the progress that you have made this far. And that was all for the 14 days. It was an amazing ride. Don't you think so? Well, this is not the ending, it's just the beginning. Yes, trust me. If you keep repeating this cycle again and again, you will eventually become more and more fluent and confident in your English speaking skills. Just remember, fluency is not about being grammatically correct or how fast you can speak. It is all about how clear you are with your words. Now, if you like the video, make sure to hit the like, share and subscribe button. And if you have any queries, do let me know in the comments below. I will see you super soon with my next video. Till then, bye bye, take care and happy learning.